Objection! Leave my phone over there and I'm sure regret it in due time. Because it's gonna make noise. Anyway, we're back. There it was. The girl let her go. Shut up, come closer, and I kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Hi, Holly. I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Fugitive death. Data. Not death. Fugitive data. Picture. Name. Terry Falls. Charge. Kidnapping. Murder. Sentence. Death penalty. Movements. After escaping, Fallis met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. He's in the hospital. 6 years earlier, Mia Fey, first trial. February 16th, 9:24 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 4. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case. No, you shouldn't. Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia. I didn't do nothing. I swear I didn't kill nobody. Terry Fallis, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. So why did you escape anyway? Ugh. I'm sorry. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere. But Mr. Fallis, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Sorry, I told a little lie. Oh boy. But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody. Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? I'm really sorry. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear I didn't kill her. I could never do that. Two days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. And then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Fallis did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. So that much is true. He did meet with the victim. But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive, it is true. I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. Ha! Yeah, you're, oh, so, first of all, I know that is Godot, and second of all, from the anime, I realize his name is Godot. But, you know, with how weird the names are in this game, can you really blame me for calling him Godot? But I guess this is him in the past. You're not going to figure out the truth by staring at the guy. Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big, scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where is Mr. Grossberg? That old man is probably still in bed. But he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando. Well, vest, hair, just not the same color, earrings, and goatee. And grin. And I bet he has a love of coffee. At some point. I didn't say. So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney in Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me? No. You've got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, an escaped death row convict for a first client. Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get it out of it, though. Ha! Relax, I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Really? However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career. Genius? Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours, it's go time. The solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. February 16th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh look! What's in his hand? A coffee! Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Flawless. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh! Hi, Edgeworth! Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers from both sides are newcomers? Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. So you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor. See? Coffee! Godot! Godot! Back in the day! I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? Come on, Mia. You can't loosen up to someone younger than you. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day that the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered. So we're here to determine if Mr. Flawless was responsible for her death? You got it, kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Flawless, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. A truly horrible crime, I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony. A witness's testimony? The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted the criminal. Hawthorne. Didn't we have a Hawthorne, from Phoenix's past? That tried to kill him and killed the other guy? Is this her mom? Is this her big sister? Are they related? Whew. She arrested Mr. Flawless at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Flawless throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away. That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be exactly the victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Aha, I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago, with only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. I need some chapstick real bad right now. Looking sharp. Not really. Looking like a fucking hot mess is what I am. Ah, the truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes, yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. Well, wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Ugh. Watch yourself, Miss Fay. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. Don't wink at her. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Why, you're younger than me, you hypocrite. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation in this case. Is it going to be a young Dick Gumshoe? Because I would like to see a young Dick Gumshoe. It is a young Dick Gumshoe, just not very young. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe, Dick Gumshoe. I'm on the homicide detective in charge of this case, sir. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Excuse me? No, seriously. My heart, it's aching for you. God damn it, Gumshoe. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Okay, I got it. Now, detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir. Right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran of the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir. I got you. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. This is a sketch of the Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at the police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there. Your Honor, if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you, wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser. Detective, I like this guy. He actually is correcting Edgeworth as well. Proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir. Here we go, Mia. Hang on. Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to the Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Paulus. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Paulus was arrested at the police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up. Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. I'm not trembling. It's just a cold in here. The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright? Especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here. You got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you got, kitten. Oh, it's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching.